إن الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه. الحمد لله وكفى، والصلاة والسلام على سيد المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه ومن والاه، وبعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. أيها الإخوة الكرام وأخوات السيدات، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His great ni'mah to be chosen to be Muslims in this day and in this time and under these circumstances, and in this part of the world in which we have the ultimate ability to challenge the word of kufr and shirk, and to raise the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and make it ula, and to pronounce Islam as a system, and to be able to say without any compromise that Islam is a better way. To be able to stand in the court of the Fir'aun and the Fir'aunic people and to say to them, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and without any fear to say to them that Islam is a better way, and to say to them, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Inna ad-deena 'inda Allahi al-Islam. Verily the system chosen by Allah and preferred by Allah and made legitimate by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the human beings is nothing other than Islam. And we Muslims in the Western world, or living under Western culture, living under the influence of westernized government, we Muslims who are living as minorities, we are the wealthiest Muslims. We are the healthiest Muslims. We are the most educated Muslims. We are the most liberated Muslims. But unfortunately, we are the weakest, and we are the quietest, and we are the most afraid. And this is why the situation of Muslims and Islam being misconstrued is so tragic. Because Muslims in other governments, other places, other lands, they cannot stand up and say a word. Not a word. Even they cannot gather as we are gathered tonight. The masjids in those lands are not for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The masjids are in the hands of the tyrants, the puppets, those who have been chosen to lead the Muslims, who themselves are mufsideen and fasiqeen and dhalimeen. And those mufsideen, fasiqeen, ظالمين, munafiqeen. They have killed more Muslims than all the kuffar governments together. Muslim tyrants who have been selected and handpicked by the kuffar themselves have put in prison and killed and repressed more Muslims in the last 100 years than all the kuffar governments have done together. But those Muslims in those countries, and you know what I mean because some of you have come from those countries, you have fled from those countries, or you have been pushed from those countries, and you have come here saying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on your way here on the boat or on the plane that if you came to a place of safety, you would practice Islam. But once you arrived and Allah gave you the safety, you do nothing except come to the masjid and pray, and you do nothing else. And this is what we need to talk about. No, Islam is not terrorist religion, and the Muslims are not terrorists. Islam is not fanatic religion, and we are not fanatics. Islam is not extremist religion, and we are not extremists. Islam does not allow suicide, and we don't support suicide bombers. This is very clear, but this is not the issue. The issue is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will repay the kuffar for what they say. And He has already said, they intend to blow out and extinguish the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by blowing with their mouths. So what is blowing with their mouths? It is slander. It is lying. It is the manufacturing of mistruths and misinformation. It is the dissemination of their media, which is global and thorough. Newspapers, magazines, cinema, radio, every way they are sending out their words, their images, their sounds. And this is what Allah means by blowing with their mouths. And they're doing everything they can do to enter the hearts of Muslims, to paralyze them, to frighten them, to quiet them.